She raises her head. She raises her hand high, and then she makes a picking up motion. Yeah, God walk. The dwarf's yelling at you as you're running back.
They probably want to know where that anvil is.
Oh. Where did I leave the anvil?
Yeah, it was over by the front entrance.
I'm gonna run right here. While they're going around, I'm gonna run back and pick up the anvil.
Okay. So you chatted briefly with Miko. And my doors are always open for a Lakelander. A fellow Lakelander is what he says to his Ilden in Elvish.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Is your symbol out or not?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Let's check in. I easily carry the anvil back. Where does it go? I'll go back to the spot where I grabbed it from.
Okay. The dwarf just points in, and you go and stick it kind of back in the spot.
I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing for dinner.
Yep.
I'm going to point at one of the dead orcs. I'm going to point at my head, and I'm going to point at the anvil, and I'm going to give it the thumbs up.
Mm. The dwarf just gives you a
Mm. I'll give it a little rap on it. It's scamper off.
Wayland.
Ooka.
Running one, wailed. Wailed. He's introducing himself as Wailed.
Ooka.
Then he points to like these two crossed hammers that are against the wall in kind of a shrine. Wayland.
Wayland. And like sort of like make like sort of a motion with two hands in the air.
Ah.
Wailed of Wayland.
The
Uka of Geza.
Uka, says the woman behind you. As she drags this orc body out of the smithy. These guys actually, so this woman and this woman killed this group of orcs, is what you kind of look like. A bunch of them got scorched by fire. The elderly orc woman, who's dressed in really strange garb, seems to not want to leave the shadow of the half-orc woman, who's built like a truck.
Uka kind of does like a sort of a bicep kind of.
She like tilts her head and kind of does that thing where you like crack your vertebrae in your neck.
Yeah.
She looks like she's beat to piss. Like these guys are all injured. It looks like they were involved in fighting. They're fixing up the forge is basically while you're standing there. They're done with interactions.
What does she have for a weapon?
She's got one of the bloody great axes that she picked up off the orcs.
Is hers masterwork?
No.
I give her a masterwork great axe and I wander on my way. I got another one in the wagon. Took one off the treasure.
Okay. The elderly orc like sneezes a laugh and says something to the tall orc, and she says something in protest as you go wandering off. Perhaps gifting an orc an axe means something in orcish.
I've never seen a orc before, heard of him before in my life. I don't know.
Right.
She deserves the spoils of war. These guys had shitty gear. Here you go.
Yep. She then can be seen swinging the axe just to test it out. Like she's proficient enough in weapons to.
That axe has killed 2.5 giants.
Wandering back to the group, as they are climbing the hills, you can see that. And then we took the gates of victory. Is the drunk guard captain?
Mate.
Yep.
During this time, can Lemmy and Stomp head over to the Temple of Heimdall, and I'm gonna use two of my what do you call it, channels. If there's a lot of people there, I'll just channel it for everybody.
Yeah, if you want to spread your channeling around, there are people that are injured that are
That's why I call them I tell them to call these injured people so I can.
I've got 40 damage.
Well, what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Collect everyone so that I can heal you all.
So you could stay down here where people suffered the most, or you can follow your party and heal them.
Hey. Hey.
Do you guys see Kirst's token? The guy that you laughed at his name.
Yeah. We didn't laugh at his name. It was just
Hey,
a
guys.
small joke. That's all.
Make your way over. Come with me and make your way over to the Temple of Heimdall. We're gonna heal and then make our way north. Make our way up the mountain. Okay? There's some poor folks in there that need some healing as well.
Yeah,
Come on, you good characters.
I lost Kirst's token in the mix. Let me just drop him down again.
Cursed? He was on the wall. He was on the wall. He was right here last I saw him.
Okay, at this point in time, as you guys are getting up to here, Lemio has stopped you guys as you're talking to the drunk Almost From, who you learn is the guard captain of the town.
Oh, that explains some things.
With several competent underlings, however. Let me see.
You see, we've got a really short sample of him. He might not be drunk all the time. He might just be drunk now. It might be his day to get hammered.
Or, well, drunk because the Jarl's son died and he feels bad. Yeah, let me drop Curse.
Come on,
Friends,
folks.
You fight well. Thank the
Oh,
gods.
cursed.
Thank the gods of many in the skies and their thunder that they sent you to roll over our orc enemies. We didn't see it coming. That we should have, however. The orcs are everywhere these days, living in our town. It was just a matter of time before something like this happened. And he takes a swig from a flask.
Is he talking badly about those people who fight?
Can you understand him?
Nope, but I do know Orknesker as a word.
Ingrid frowns at him. Perhaps you should take the god captain back to the barracks now that the fighting is done. Roderick, do you mind? Sir, yes! I want to survey the field of battle. But maybe we'll do it in the morning when there's more light. It's too bad they didn't fight us in the morning, so that we could see them. You see their ugly pig faces.
Right.
Okay. For anyone with dark vision, can you give me a perception check?
That would only be Locrick.
Go get him, Locrick! You
Which
can
would be
do
John,
it.
so.
Yeah.
which would be a chair.
Yeah, somebody give me Locrick's perception.
Locrick.
I'm looking it up.
He's got a +5. He's a hero right now, so +7.
Roll.
Sorry, 17.
Okay, Locrick stops. He's looking at the fissure, and Locrick sees somebody climbing like a spider down along the side of the cliff, and then disappear into the fissure like they're climbing along the roof. Oh! There's something over there. Something climbed in.
Ah, for fuck's sakes, I knew it! I bloody knew it!
It wasn't the Geist, Oberon. Says Locrick. As Oberon's like pointing his finger in different directions. It was a man. Perhaps, maybe an orc. It was strange. It was fuzzy. Smudged, is what he says.
Right, I'm gonna do the healing now. Are you guys ready to go in there?
I'm not ready to go in there.
There's no way I'm letting anything go in there.
Do we even
Not
know
after I
what
heard
in
them say
there
groom.
is?
That's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to talk to with Ingrid about.
What are these strangers all blathering about? Come along. Come along.
It's like you don't understand what he says.
There's no way I'd let.
Slap a town guard too.
There's no way I'd let that thing get let loose in another world.
Slap a town guard, is that what he said?
Well, slap a town captain of the guard.
Okay. Are you all ready? Or not?
No. We've got no spells left.
I can't let whatever what went in there do what it wants to do. I understand this whole attack, this whole ploy was to get that whatever that thing was in there. Ingrid, what is under that mountain? What is under that? What is in there? And what's with the water here? This is not a natural place.
The Ostra Spring? It is
Yes.
a sacred spring that gives the town water. It is tended to by Silver Monkey.
How fair is she now?
She was left in Svartklow's house along with his animals. She lives, thanks to you.
Well, we all did what we could, but
You notice Ingrid. Let's see. Ingrid has normal senses. Okay. What are you all concerned about? You notice that
It's
this guy wants to talk to you, but he realizes that there's something up.
who? What do you mean? He wants to talk to me?
Boros. No, Boros you met.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
But who does he want to talk to?
No,
Like the group?
he was coming over to congratulate you guys, but now you guys
Oh,
are
okay.
all tense and pointing at something in the darkness, and so he's staying quiet.
So, one of the orcs that we killed outside by the catapults, he was dressed in the same way as some of the orcs that were attacking my world, and they brought to it a destructive force that I don't know how to stop, and I would not want to see it happen here. It can't. If it comes out, if it is released here, everyone here will die. That I guarantee you.
These are things that you should tell the Earl and the other elders of the town.
Then let's go talk to them right now.
That's what I've been trying to get you to do.
Yes, but is there danger out in the spring?
In that hole.
These orcs have since swam and then probably went to the grapples and probably fucked off.
Yeah. In that hole, I assume. This entire attack, my assumption, was to open that fissure. And Locklick, you said that something crawled in there? I assume they've succeeded. This attack has succeeded.
It just did. Just a
Then we
moment
should-
ago. It has not emerged. Lokrik's actually standing a little closer. So you can
Even if that's true, we can't simply go charging in there without knowing what we're walking into.
No, but if there's only one way in, there's also one way out.
But you
Stalwart
don't
can
know that
guard
there's
it.
only one way in.
Ingrid, is it possible to get the Earl on some of those men here? It's too dangerous to leave. If this thing comes out and it's been able to succeed, the names that they said, if you've ever heard of it, Groomsh. It was released in my world. I do not want it released here.
The Jarl's men and I repelled another attack along the edges of the upper cliffs. The Jarl himself and his consort have, well, he would not be robbed his grief. And you guys can see actually a really prominent fire coming from the town center up at the top.
Right, I understand.
Now may not be the time for heavy things in the days to come. It may simply be a time of introducing friends to the town and making sure that he will give you succor and sanctuary.
Where do we get the best viewing angle for this hole? Over here?
Probably, yeah.
Alright. Go to grab Lenny. Walk over here.
Stumpwick punches you.
What is it? What is it,
No, he
Uker? What is
doesn't.
it?
It's just a grab, Lemmy.
What
If
is
it's a
it,
hostile
Uker?
grab, yeah, Stumpworth would probably punch you. But if you kind of come on, buddy.
Why don't we take a look inside?
Cannot see inside, it's too dark. Stumpworth can just climb over from
Cast
here.
light on stone. Throw stone in hole. Look in hole.
I'll tell you what, why don't we climb from this side? Climb down. Climb down this
Protect
arch.
him
Climb
on that
down?
side.
Fine. Alright, let's just walk over there. Whoever wants the heal, and I'm gonna burst it over here.
I'm coming.
Yeah,
Call that. What's her name? She's a blacksmith, I believe. She was fairly injured. Call her over as well.
perhaps now's not the time if he's burning his child in pyre.
The
says Oberon.
blacksmith.
He's trying to reassure the knight, of course. That might not be the
Yeah. I meant the blacksmith, not the other one.
I need to make sure that the gate's secured. Go then, says Ingrid.
How many of these people were injured from Uker's glancing?
All three of them? Actually, the
Uker's-
old woman was not. She had blood on her, but it wasn't hers.
Kursk
goes running off. Boros stays with you guys. He's just following.
Uker will go gather the blacksmith, tap him on the shoulder, and sort of wave, and then tap the woman on the shoulder and wave.
Alright. So, 46
She
healing.
flinches when you move to touch her, but she doesn't backhand you or anything. The old woman comes kind of more curious, but she's not going closer.
So I get people in the area, 40, and to just clump up.
Yeah.
Fuck. 11 healing. Yay, that's a good use.
That's good. As far as we're concerned, we think it's awesome.
Yeah.
How
So-
did you get
That's
46? Is
great.
that multiple?
I used 2 of them.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That cures Ingrid.
Yeah.
It's 8 out of 8.
Boros fought a little bit, and that helps him.
Having 28 damage instead of 39 damage is awesome.
Okay, so I had 20, which means I have 19. Or no, wait. 11? 9. Do your math.
I'm healed!
How much did Lokrik have, or did anyone subtract it from him, or?
I didn't,
No, I haven't
it's
subtracted
actually-
yet. It looks like he's got 11 damage,
Okay,
so he's good.
healed. Yeah.
You, Uker, have how much damage? 28?
28 left.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Fine, hold on.
I kind of had my nuts chewed on by a dire wolf.
Hold on, give me a sec. I will use my second...
The
My
worst side into the
second...
neck.
Wait, yeah, cleric spell, alright. I've got I've got 2 spells left. Then I'll be running on dry, my friend. So
You'll be running
here's...
on wand, is that?
I'll be running on nothing from now on. Here, 3d8. This is two what do you call it? 2 castings. One first and 1 second. So 3d8 plus 8. There you go. Euchre, you've got 20 healing back.
Godlike!
So that's that spell.
Okay. The
No, I'm out.
the smith and the large orc woman.
Oh, hey, it's Cyrix.
Yeah, he's back.
The large orc woman kind of they give you a nod and they wander off. This woman's like wants to have a glance at you. She actually comes out and she has a look, like just to have a look at all of you.
I've used, like, Uker's an athlete in a sport that's competitive. He's used to people looking and appraising and that sort of thing, so he had no problem.
Lokrit doesn't like the look of her. Like his eyes narrow and she's a full-blooded orc.
Uker's pointing at us like it's slingstone. Miglet.
I'm gonna cast light.
Put in the sling.
Okay. The old woman comes up to you and puts her hand out.
Okay.
My hand in her hand, I guess.
No, she's pointing at the bag where you grabbed your sling stones from.
Okay. I pass her the bag.
Okay, she pulls out 1 stone and then she clutches it in her hands and she says something. Do you speak orc?
Spellcraft? Yeah. Wait. I don't. I'm not sure. Give me a sec. Boop, 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 boop. Orc?
Yeah.
Someone's landing out. Nope, I don't.
Let me check to see if Oberon speaks the dread tongue. Nope. And Lokrik did not learn. Lokrik can actually speak Elven. That's funny.
I was just thinking about excuse me, knowledge or spellcraft.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's
spellcraft
gonna be
DC 15. She's casting light on the stone, but her light is ruddy and red, and the stone is covered with ash when she's done with it.
Okay, I didn't do my thing yet. D20 plus
She
6.
gives you the light stone back.
24.
Yeah, she cast light. She's a divine spellcaster. She might be a spontaneous divine spellcaster.
Strange.
Uker gives her like a big goofy smile.
Okay, the stone is covered with ash and smells like slightly of sulfur when she hands it back to you, and her light is like this ruddy red light, and she just turns around and goes back.
We're gonna use ruddy red light for the throwing in the cave because that's all epic for the spooky cave.
All right, go ahead and throw it in there.
Spooky light.
But you can't see it. Oh yeah, he's not. But you can't see it.
I offer the sling to Lokrik.
For crying out loud.
He's got a BAB of 4 and a Dex of 10. Okay, he's going to attack with a sling, which is a range of 50. -2 range increment to hit ground. Basically, he's hitting AC 9, AC 11. So with the ruddy red light, +4, -2 for range. No, I already added that into the 5, natural 1.
Wow.
You would have hit. You can see the light going down. I don't know. Like there's a small waterfall, so the water isn't perfect, and you can see it goes
Uker
down.
pulls out one of his other slings because he's got 3 of them.
Yep.
And hands it to Lokrik, takes away the other sling, and gives him the other light stone.
Oh wait, heroism, but he still rolled a 1. There we go. The rock rolls in and kind of rolls down, and then now there's light spewing out of the fissure.
Mm.
So now whoever's in there knows that we're looking at it.
Mm.
If there's only one way out, he's gonna hurry.
It's about, I don't know, 10 feet off the ground. The difference in elevation of this whole thing is this was, I believe, 80 feet off the ground. And this is 40, and this goes down to about 20 or 30. So yeah, that's a 50-foot cliff. 50-foot cliff.
All right.
So about 15 feet down, or up on either side.
Do we see a thing climbing on the ceiling, or...?
No, the fissure goes in, and you actually can't see where the rock rolled. It rolled about 10-20 feet into the fissure, and it looks like a cave entrance that goes deep. Of course, it's like a place where maybe an old river or another spring bed ran. So it's kind of like, it's smooth, but it disappears in. Like whatever that is, it's deep.
Is it bad that right now Ukar's looking at this tree and trying to figure out how he could dose this thing in oil, light it on fire, and shove it in a hole? He's thinking to himself, I probably can't pick that up, but that's what I want to do. That would be my solution. Give me some time. That will be my solution next time this occurs.
So I stick Stumpworth's ass in the...
Light his head on fire.
Stumpworth would probably be squeezing down this fissure. It looks like that their impacts have revealed like an old stream passage.
Does somebody have a squirrel or something that they know that can go in and spy?
I can do it.
A squirrel?
I can do it. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Oberon's rolling his eyes.
What's a small creature that can see in the dark?
See in the light spell.
See in the dark.
I don't know if any animals have dark vision.
I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, there are. It's part of Beast Shape 1. You get dark
Okay.
vision, 60 feet.
Yeah, now you need to find an animal with it.
I need to have an animal. So assuming because it's listed there is an animal that has
Probably some
that.
sort of snake, maybe?
Bat.
Yeah, bats might have different senses.
That's have blind sense.
Bats have blind, which is different. Blind sense is what, 40 feet?
So, Ingrid asks, what is the significance of that? That wasn't there before.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Their main objective was to get that hole open. This attack, they stole some people. They tried to kidnap and sell some folks, and they stole some of your goods. That's nothing. This is what they were after. And if we don't deal with this right away, this could be a very serious problem. I always assume the worst and hope for the best. But my assumption for the worst now means we can't just sit here and watch. We've got to take action. Diplomacy check.
You failed.
I don't want to go to bed.
Diplomacy.
Okay, you can roll a diplomacy as you're trying to convince people that this needs to be solved now.
20.
Yeah, you've already proven yourself to Ingrid. I can get some soldiers to lower nets maybe we can close it off that way. Unless you want ropes to be lowered, or perhaps to fetch a small boat. We don't normally launch craft in such a small...
We can climb down
reservoir.
from the other. We can climb down in from the other side if using some ropes. Look, I know you don't. I know you all don't want to do it. You're all expended. You're all fatigued and tired. But trust me, if what I think is going to happen happens, we're all going to die.
How deep is the water?
like 20, 30 feet.
Ugr's going to take a deep breath and go and get his red magic light stone that
Okay.
Ulrich threw in the water.
Give me just one swim check. That's probably good enough.
Okay. I got my weird magic lady, my weird old lady rock back.
The what? Sorry.
My weird old lady rock back. 28.
Yeah, Uker, you go swimming down there, and there's enough light from the light stone that you see that water pours into the reservoir, but leaves through a series of like deeper fissures in the ground, and you do see that they're kind of underneath where this broke in. That there are like little caves down there. Some of them are too small for you to fit. There might be some where you could squeeze through, but like water is flowing in all sorts of weird ways down here.
Okay, I'll grab the stone and swim up.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can see Euchre coming up with the red stone, streams of light through his fingers as he crests the surface. So he's a pretty good swimmer, I guess, with a 28. Just mastering water. Water doesn't floating like a dolphin.
He just uses his strength to make the water go away.
Right.
The water, listen to me, water.
Slemmy's going to. Who else is still injured?
The spring is clean. It is
Shit.
it's a little bit cool for summer. It's got a minerally taste to it. Not overt, like it's not seawater, but it's got a definite different taste to the water.
It is full of holes down there.
15 healing for Zildin. I'm using my wand.
Solvamanki tends to this. She has turned into an otter before and swam around in there.
Do they go up
Up?
in the hole? Oh, sorry, we can't talk to one another.
Yeah, so I'm assuming there's interpretation.
Yeah.
Azildin, you got 15 healing back. I'm using charges from my wand.
That's pretty good. I think I've only... Yeah, that'll leave me with 3 damage, which is not a
3
big deal.
Okay. So
Thank you very
I
much.
took- No problem. So edit. I have 3 damage left.
So you're burning your wand as you're healing everyone?
I can't top off everybody. Just getting you as close as I can. Who else is injured still?
I honestly don't know what's in there.
Zucker's got 8 damage.
And okay, I'll give you another one.
So 5, so...
7. I'm actually
He's
rolling.
actually rolling. 'Cause that's
Okay.
that's how he roll.
That's how he do, okay?
Okay, and that's okay. My wand is almost spent. Okay. All right. Look, I can turn into a bat and fly in there. See what's going on. That's the only thing I can do right now. But actually, no. Bats. I need a small bat. Are there any? I assume there's some small bats.
An eagle is small.
Dark vision. I need something with dark vision or blind sense. That's what I've been looking for. Bestiary.
I did a Google search on it. There are no animals with dark vision.
No, of course not.
Oh.
The only thing you have is a snake.
The only reason they did it was in case they had an animal later with dark vision.
Then maybe a small bat, if one exists.
Okay, you're asking me. All right, let's have a look.
I'm looking right now. Animal bestiary by type.
It's bestiary.
A
Bestiary. Yeah.
a giant flying fox bat would be small.
A dire bat is large.
No, dire bats. A bat is diminutive. A dire one is.
It's funny. The dire bat is the shittiest of the large flying creatures.
That is why it eats bugs and hides.
A bat, a flying fox bat.
No,
It's a tiny
it's
animal.
tiny. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say DC, because there isn't one. It's a DC 23 check that you know of a variety of a DC knowledge nature 23 to know of a variety of bat that is small.
Oh yeah. Who's not gonna make it? This guy. 1d20. Actually, I'll make it. Plus, not that much. Damn it.
Nope.
15.
You only know the big ones and little ones.
How about a snake? Snake could do it.
The snakes have dark vision.
Well, okay, in reality, there's a heat vision kind. But let me check.
In D&D,
Yeah,
In
indeed.
D&D,
we have low light.
Let's just see.
if
Normal
you're lucky, you have
constrictor snake has scent.
low light and scent.
A viper
Cat.
has got low light and scent.
Fucking useless. What about rodent?
So a rat might be a. The rat has low light and scent.
No, but what about a what's it called? Fuck. Mole.
A mole has low light.
Useless.
There's a suggestion
I'm sorry,
for a big
guys.
25 fox bat, but that might be a little too big.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't know about varieties of bats that are small. They're all.
Big 25. Nice. An Apache bat with twin cannons on each side.
Apache bat. Thermonuclear bat.
Sorry, I can't think of anything right now. I can't. Nothing I know of that can.
Scout.
Not in this dark. Although if I do use a small animal that flies, I can just move the light around and just fly around in the shadow. But that's kind of giving me exposition away.
It's one way of scouting. You're scouting out the area, but you're not really hiding from.
Yeah.
Come on, do it, you wussy.
Do it.
With what? What am I going to go in as? Give me an idea. What?
Is that the
It
player's
appears you're going to go in as a wuss.
Pigeon?
That's
Am
what
I
you're going to go in
gonna
as.
A what?
Go
A
in
wuss.
Oh. Yeah. All right, Uka, I'm right behind you, buddy.
Uker will go.
Yeah, Lemmy wants us all to go.
You can hold on to the small stone, says Lokirk. What is Lokrik's stealth? You could send an NPC in there.
There we go. That's
Uker would
better.
rather go than the dwarf who keeps fucking up.
Dwarf has got plus 0 stealth with a 0 ranks in stealth with a 10 dex, and he wears chain shirt. So he's at -1 stealth.
Right,
-3 if he pulls it as
I'm a little
His-
better at this
his
than
shield.
you are. Does anybody have a potion of dark vision? Does anyone know that spell? Cast that spell? Any kind of potions at all?
Give me a second.
Yeah, say that-
let me
Ingrid, do you have anything like that here?
Is that third circle?
Dark Vision is second. Let me see if Oberon knows the spell, because he does have a...
Orc domain or something?
No, he's got his Arcane Bond left.
Alright, it's solved.
No, he doesn't know the spell.
You son of a bitch. Shit. Shit.
Waste of fucking elf.
Fuck's sakes.
Lokrik, let me just check his spells. You guys are going deep now, I think.
I think it's like 3rd level for bards.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's kind of beyond him.
Bards don't get it. I'm looking at it right now. Rangers get it. They're
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
alchemists get it second, but I didn't learn it.
Can Ingrid help you out? Because she's got magic.
Do you have a potion of it? I'll pay you for it. It's just... Son of a bitch. Whatever they're trying to do, it's related to Grumsh. I'm not gonna let it happen here.
I believe you, she says to Lemmy. I just have no such thing. The eyes of an orc. There are some Orc Nescar that are friends in town. But I don't know if anyone is brave enough to go in there.
Well, we should go. I mean, now that I've got 1 hit point of damage, I'm willing to just go.
Alright. Alright, I'll come with you. Whoever else is willing.
Right, fine.
It could be the place where that thing lives. Or unlives, says Oberon.
How do you keep that thing from eating soul?
Magic. We went over this before. If you have any healing potions or any positive energy, that may also work.
Alright, everyone, gather all your healing items. I've got...
I put away the relatively clean masterwork axe I pulled out of the wagon.
I have a potion. I have a potion, and I have a
Boroston's due.
a wand.
I will look after your horse when you go into the cave.
I will keep your horse when you die.
I wish for my soul to go to Valhalla and not to be eaten by some shade. He gives you a grim look, but he's excited that you guys are all into it.
Go get him! This is awesome.
Right.
Very well.
And I wish for my home not to be destroyed.
Oberon doesn't like the... Yeah, he's
Look after my things while I'm gone.
Ingrid
I'm not going to
seems
be that
wanna
helpful,
go,
my friends.
as in Ingrid is walking over towards the others who are planning. You've diplomacy checked her into coming with you.
It wasn't a plan, but alright. Okay, I'll do what I can with you, my friends. He's...
Do we want to swim and then climb, or go to top and swim down?
Hold on for a moment. If this planning doesn't take the next hour, I will use a wand that will help protect you against the touch of such a creature. And Oberon's pulling out his mage armor wand.
Alright.
Alright.
Because plus 40 your touch AC is probably something you want. He only has 8 charges.
1, 2, 3.
This
Is Remy
creature
going
will
in the
not.
hole?
This creature will not be stopped by steel. Is that correct?
Magic. Your soul is magic. Or your lance is magic.
Your lance is magic. I've got a spell that can harm it.
My armor will then do no good. Someone help me get out of my harness.
Well, it might not be the only thing, right? Lothric said there was something crawled in there.
Yes.
That creature didn't crawl, it flew.
It looked like a smudged person, as if it was cloaked by spell.
Curses. Well, I'll keep my armor on.
Iron
But
Man fall down cliff. Splash in the water.
Ingrid can do her own mage armor because mage armor is a bloodline spell for her.
Dragon blood spell.
Ah,
She sees the spell that's being cast, and she turns around and casts her spell, and she manages to do it by getting past her armor check or spell failure. So she's got mage armor on herself.
All right, Stumpworth.
Strange that a paladin is casting wizard spells.
not to me.
I think Uker's going to lead everybody around to the top of the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cast
yeah,
and
we'll-
walk.
Okay, so you guys, how many people does Oberon need to cast mage armor on?
1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5. I
He-
think it's 5 max.
He already has his own mage armor running from previously, and it hasn't been an hour.
6 people.
6. Okay.
Okay, that's not including him like redoing himself.
No, it's not him. Just
That seems high.
Ingrid.
She's already got her own.
Oh, she's got her own.
Oberon
Okay, so,
already cast his.
right.
Lokrik,
So
Sir Galeth, Uker. There's Isilden. Are you
It's just
forcing
5.
Stumpworth into space or not?
no, he's not. He can't fit.
He can squeeze. You just don't know-
Stumpworth, keep your eye on the water, and if anyone comes out that's not us,
Okay, so 5.
you pick them up and you hold them.
I surely hope that the reward for saving this place will allow us to replenish our supplies. Is he complaining as he's wasting his...
Triumph against evil is its own reward.
I walked in here and this thing was pretty powerful. Look at it now; it's barely glowing. The wand of cure light.
This dwarf is just laughing at you guys as you're walking by. He waves to all of you, but you notice him looking at Lokrik and just chuckling like it's the funniest thing ever. Lokrik just puts his head down.
Sense motive.
Sure.
$16.
No, he's like laughing like you guys must have just pushed in the orc stuff so much that this guy's like he's like clapping at you guys like
All
way
right.
to go.
Good job.
But there's something off with Lokrik.
We got a groupie.
Ingrid says, maybe you should go see what Solvamanki has to say about the caves.
Who's that?
She nods over.
Right. Yeah. Let me go see her.
Okay. You notice she's lying on a straw bed that is really big. She was brought in here. Kind of there was a triage area that was set up. You notice that there are bees everywhere as he was trying to rescue his hives during the fight. But Solvamaki is lying. She's resting on a mat of hay.
Okay.
Hay stuff. Mattress. You're in a large man's house. Like all the furniture is built for large people. He doesn't
For a big
have-
guy.
Yep.
Silvermanke, do you hear me?
Her eyes do.
It's Lemmy. I hope you're feeling better.
No. The venom they used. You understand Elvish, right?
Yeah.
The venom they used has weakened me. It will be until the new moon, at least, before I walk.
Don't worry about that. Tomorrow should be able to help you.
What is
Tomorrow
it?
should be able to help you with it. But for now, rest. But I need to get some of your knowledge. To put your mind at ease. We were able to push back the orcs and destroy them. The town's safe. However, the pool. There's a crack in the side of on the wall. There's a fissure that was opened up. They were aiming for it on purpose, and something just crawled in. What's inside? How can we navigate it? Can you tell me anything about it? We're about to go in. Make sure nothing does whatever it wanted to do. It seems too deliberate.
I wiggled into there once and found a chamber. It remains quiescent if it is not disturbed. Death waits for you in there.
You're not helping. What? You mean undead? Ghosts?
No. A giant.
A giant? You mean a titan?
A giant.
Many arms?
A giant's tomb. The bones of giants still move in there.
Giant skeletons, you're saying?
It is a place where a giant long ago revered by his clans died, and they left him there.
Understood.
I did not want to disturb such a place, so I kept eye over it.
Understood. This is what they're after.
There is something inside that I saw when I was there. She passes out.
Bitch, wake up! Ding dong, the bitch is dead. Alright.
No one's looking. Slap her awake.
Apparently, apparently I'm right. There is something in there. There's some undead, but it seems to, from what your description is, they're skeletal undead. So, use your hammers. Use anything that's bludgeoning. I understand. I think. Knowledge, religion, Marty.
Sure.
I don't want to be saying shit I shouldn't know. What am I looking up? They're all the same.
I'm going in there wheeling a bone yeti club. Because I need to use my magic club to beat the ghost off.
26.
That came out
Yeah,
wrong.
you know about the DR of skeletal creatures that bludgeoning weapons are best, but even with some of the strength of your party members, they might still be able to do stuff.
Right.
The
The best thing's bludgeoning, but
the smallest of
use a
giants,
fucking
the
anvil.
smallest of giants are large.
these are giants. The smallest of them is going to be large, so the rest of them, there's going to be bigger ones. From what she said, there was a very powerful and revered giant that died here a long time ago, and his bones are still here.
Yep.
Good skill.
So you guys managed to go around. You scare the fat priest back into the very fortified building when he sees you guys coming, and he goes in and locks the door, and you hear it locking as your light approaches. And,
I'll need a mace or a warhammer if we're to fight skeletons, as you say.
Boros nods and runs off, and he's off to fetch you a weapon.
Good job, Boros. It's good to have groupies.
Nice, this is the old
Looking
warrior
for-
that is amazed by these people that arrive out of nowhere to save the day. Yeah, he's sort of enamored. Like, he might actually think, like, they treated that place like the house of gods and heroes, and you guys strode out of it and saved
And then
you.
beat all the ass for days.
He's looking at you kind of like, you know, like a 10-year-old would look up at a superhero kind of thing. You've given him hope that the afterlife shall be glorious. And he goes off and fetches you a warhammer. Give me a d20, add your charisma. The higher I roll, the better the warhammer he fetches.
D20 add my charisma?
The better of the the bludgeoning weapon he fetches.
D20 add my
Gets you a
charisma.
sap.
7. Oh,
He gives you a stick.
it's a stick.
Dumbass. No. Okay, so
Yeah, it's magic.
okay, you guys have set up here. Ingrid has gone off to get some ropes. You guys have a moment to talk amongst yourselves if you want. Like, there's no.
Uker pulls out a rope and a grapple hook and plants it.
Okay. Boros and
All
Ingrid are off getting stuff.
Alright, let's climb down, I guess.
Are we going to wait for the woman?
Well, yeah, sure. You really want to. The hell am I going to do inside?
Okay.
Like I have nothing to offer in there. Nothing.
Ingrid and Boros come back. Boros presents you with 3 options, Sir Galeth. You've got a club, a regular warhammer, or a throwing hammer.
I'll take the regular warhammer.
Okay.
Uker will massage Lemio's skull and say, "Use your muscle."
These wiry noodles.
Stumpworth twitches at that, and is just sort of watching you massage Lemio's head. Boros goes to like take the reins of Lamry, and she nickers a little bit. He's like, easy.
Scoot over, and I will see if the rope I plant will hold the weight of me, because if it holds the weight of me, it'll hold everybody else.
Yep. So a rope against a wall.
Stump just holds the rope. There you go.
Stump could go stand and on top of the grappling hook?
Yeah, he just holds the rope, yeah.
I think it's DC 5. It might be DC 10. Just give me a second.
It might be DC 0.
I think it's a knotted rope against the wall is DC 0.
Yeah, Uker's not the type of guy who remembered to knot the rope.
A rope with a wall to brace against it, or a knotted rope, is DC 5.
Uker's the guy who'd grease the rope.
He is the guy who greased the rope and then knocked the wall away.
Better for strength, yeah.
Yeah, more grip. Get bigger rope. 1 foot diameter rope, good for grip strength.
Ingrid's got more rope, but she's just got it on her.
Okay, I auto fast climb DC 5 ropes.
Okay, so Uker, you are in the fissure. I'm just gonna kind of you're kind of at the opening.
Okay.
You do see that it goes in, and it goes in a far way, like longer than the light.
Okay. I will draw the red light pepper from the lady that I got from the water.
Okay. Who's going down next?
Galeth will go down next.
All right, DC 5 climb check with your armor.
Oh God!
No! Joke about Iron Man falling in the water goes sploosh.
And then it's it's DC 10 swim checks with your armor.
Right. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
Okay, what's his name? Stumpworth climbs down. He climbs down.
Luckily with heroism, even with my armor check penalty with my shield stowed, I make it automatically.
So Stumpworth goes down and picks you up.
Yay, heroism.
So Galeth is able to climb down. Bit of touch and go in there for a moment.
Oh, I thought you fell.
So Stumpworth, no, we were laughing about what could happen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Apparently
Stumpworth
he has to fall,
gonna,
that's just his thing.
Stumpworth is just gonna climb down and put me in.
Okay, yeah, Stumpworth has a climb speed of 30, and it's basically a DC 15 climb without the rope, so Lemio gets passed in. And then
Actually, can Stumpworth just pass people?
He can't pass people while squeezing, but he could, like
on the
get
wall.
in line. Yes.
Like pick him up and put him, pick him up and put him?
He could act as a ferry to anyone who doesn't want to climb. So Oberon says, "All right, Stumpworth, if you drop me, I'm going to turn you into kindling." He doesn't mean it.
All you hear from inside, "Drop him, Stumpworth!" Just kidding.
Stop dropping him, Stumpworth.
Okay, I'm assuming you're not ordering Stumpworth drop Oberon.
No,
gets buried inside.
No.
Mark my words, this is a bad idea, he says to Uker.
Think of
Must
it.
admit it is fun.
Ingrid wants to go next. And
Think of it this way. Look at what it cost them to get this one guy in here.
she's got a +4 to her climb. She is wearing Masterwork Mithril Chain shirt. So +4 to her climb. If she rolls a 1, she gets a 5. She climbs down the rope herself.
Little man say gianter bone in here.
She
I
clutches her
find
holy
giant
symbol
circle.
and just gives like Galeth a nod, like just a grave nod, like I'm ready.
Uker will lead the way with his uncanny dodge and
At this
technically
point,
being the rogue.
He's two